Hey everybody, guess what? It's part 3 of Fest for Beatle fans. So I appreciate you being here. And for my viewers that can't get here, or my overseas people, this is your chance to be a part of seeing what here's at the Fest. So I appreciate you so watching my videos. So let's get started on part 3 of Fest for Beatle fans 2022.
I'll send you some photos.
Oh my gosh. How are you doing? Good to see you.
Hey, Beatle Brad, good to see you too. Nice to finally meet you in person.
Thank you so much. Glad to have you on my channel. Give you a thumbs up.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Thumbs up, thumbs up. Yeah, good to see you. Having a good time with the
This exceeds my expectations. Having a great time meeting everybody. You know, buying some wonderful things that will be showing on my channel as well. So, Beatle Brad, it's great to see you and having a great time.
Yeah, you did a great job with that.
Thank you.
Look who else is here. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
The other leg.
The other
is here. Thank you, Beatle Brad. Yes, thank you.
He's got a leg up on the other competition. Next to him. Yeah, there you go.
Yes, having a great time.
Good.
Showing Tom the sights, and he's done quite well here in New Jersey for his first fest.
That's
Here,
right.
Jersey style. Jersey style.
There you go.
We don't play here.
Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Thanks. And the Paul McCartney shirt. Sweet. Okay, we're zooming around, just showing some more stuff in here and looking around and let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Look who it is. It is
Matthew Street. That's me.
Wait a minute. No, don't help me out. Don't help me out. It is Matthew Street. Hey, Matthew Street.
Hey, how you
Good to
doing,
see
Brad? Nice to see you. Nice to be here at the fest after 3 years.
Yeah, finally. Yeah. Our COVID shut down.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad to see you.
Yeah. Great being here. Have you bought a lot of cool stuff so far? Yeah.
You guys don't need to be here. I've already cleaned out.
Yeah, everything's gone. Yeah. I'm going to be leaving here with an empty bag. I'm assuming. So.
I hope you find some stuff.
I hope so. I'm going to be looking around the marketplace today, checking out some shows, hoping to see all our friends, and it'll be a fun day.
Definitely. Glad to see you.
Glad to see you. Thanks.
Keep up the great videos like you do.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And I think we know this guy. It is. It's
Take my money, please. I'm buying Ringo Starr. I want to be Santa Claus. I already have it. I made a video on doubles, right?
Yeah.
But mine's a little warped, so I'm going to buy this.
You mean the record or you?
Both.
Okay. Well, yeah. I'm pretty sure so.
Hey, Richard, thank you.
Negotiation going on.
Things Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Linda Ronstadt, we mentioned. Santana, Phil Collins, Earth, Wind and Fire, Fleetwood Mac. That must have been fun. Queen, the Electric Light Orchestra.
Oh, they were great.
And Jennifer Warren's interesting name to pop up amongst all of those. These are all people you either worked with, worked for, knew, or socialized with, etc. And it's all in your book.
Yes, well, I became a tour manager after the Stones tour. I moved into tour managing, and the reason for the women, Linda and Jennifer, was because there were no other women tour managers. So they wanted a woman on tour with them, and I sort of got into that little niche.
And if I could just take 30 seconds, because you mentioned one of my favorite bands of all time, get a quick little story or something, Santana.
And he was such a joy, and he and Bill Graham were such good friends. Excuse me, that it was really fun being on tour with them. Yeah, that's what I can say about it.
And what
It's around, what, 76, mid-70s, I think, yeah.
Anyone have any questions?
And that was Chris O'Dell that was talking just now. So there's her name plate thing just for fun to show you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, this is Don from the Cyrkle. So we're going to get a little clip here. Hopefully get to meet him. That'd be great. Video with you too.
Oh, good.
Alrighty, this is Don of the Cyrkle.
Hi.
Hey, glad to have you, definitely. I'm Beatle Brad with a channel on YouTube, so this will go out. This will be fantastic to have.
Oh, cool.
But we'll have you sign this record.
Okay.
So
Now let's.
do that.
All right. We'll do this. Do you want to do this? Here we go.
Alrighty, here we go. That's that. I appreciate it so very much, Don. A fantastic album, and I loved all your music. It's just great.
Thank you so much, and thank you for coming. Okay. Hey, Brad. I recently was able to get background vocals from another song of my deceased bandmate, Tiny Doors. And I was able to edit them and manipulate them in such a way that I could actually write a new song. It's about our history.
Wow.
And basically, one last time I got to sing with Tommy.
Wow.
And we are the voices of Red Rubber Ball.
Fantastic, yeah.
And if you look up the Cyrkle, we thought we could fly on YouTube.
Okay, we'll look that up as I'll tell my viewers, and we'll do that.
Then we have another full disc play. Okay, we left off with Sgt. Pepper's and Help from My Friends, right, consecutively. Okay, let's go to, if Mike is ready, track 24. Scott?
Baby, You're a Rich Man.
Baby, You're a Rich Man, very good, from the Magical Mystery Tour. Okay, let's go to track number 25. Scott?
Only a Northern Song.
Only a Northern Song, very good.
And I Want to Be Your Man is right up there too, because of course he sings that and plays drums, and we play double drums on that. I've got 2.5 minutes left.
A song that's not on the set list that you wish he played.
And the second part?
The second part is Ringo's put out a lot of new music lately within the last few years. Is there anything on the set list that he does play? I haven't seen him in a while.
I don't know the new set list for this upcoming tour yet, so maybe. And as far as a tune that I would love to play, we're going to do it tonight, but it's not my call, and I just love it, and it starts like this. It's very playful, and the one time we did play it in 2005 in Ringo and the Roundheads, he gave me some advice. He goes, treat this song a little more playfully, and play in the middle of the drum. This is a rim shot. This is the middle of the drum. Playful. Everybody, I'd like to be, come on. In an octopus's garden.
So this is great.
Brad.
I'm actually a left-handed drummer, so
Wow.
you being a drummer yourself, I think you're fantastic as a drummer, actually.
Thank you. Ringo's a lefty, you know.
Yeah, Ringo who?
On a right-handed kid.
Yeah, on a right-handed kid.
Yeah, great to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so very much.
If you can't read it, well, it's the Cyrkle, and please notice the funny spelling. Cyrkle. Now, back when I was in Britain, I asked, I have to do this in big quotes, the boys, as the Beatles were lovingly referred to by their management team. They were always called the boys. I asked the boys, I said, we have a new American group, and we need a new name. Does anyone have any thoughts, any ideas? And it was John that actually came up with the Cyrkle with the funny spelling. And of course, you know how John thinks, has this wonderful mind, and he did the funny spelling, and so there you have it. So on one hand, oh my God, John Lennon gave us our name. On the sad side of it is, the worst nostalgia keeper of stuff, is that card was in the garbage the next day. I am so, whenever I tell that story, there's a little sinking feeling when I get to this part.
That was a beach house, you know.
Yeah.
By the way,
sort of, doing Get Back has given me a real interest in the broader, wider sort of Get Back, Let It Be story. If you take it from sort of, I don't know, from late '68 all the way through to when Let It Be, the album and the film came out, and what was that, May 1970? I'm just curious. There's so many mysteries and also falsehoods and mythologies just about, of this particular project through that whole period. Like, I remember many years ago when that documentary, The Complete Beatles, came out, which I really liked. It's still one of my favorite concise Beatle documentaries. And I remember seeing George Martin say, after Let It Be, because after Let It Be, Paul McCartney came back and said, can we please do an album just like the old days, and we're going to be well behaved, and we'll do what you tell us to do. And I think some of these long-held stories are not particularly true. I mean, you know, in the fact that they shelved, I've read in books that the Get Back tapes at the end of the January sessions were just shelved. They didn't want to know about them. They put them on the shelf, you know, because they didn't like them. And that's just not true. I mean, you know, the delay happened because Michael had to cut his film, and the album with the songs was never going to come out until the film was done, and the post-production on the movie was going to take a year. So, you know, the fact that they recorded Get Back and then the album didn't come out for a year is purely based on the length of time it took for Michael to do the post-production on his film, not because they hated the result and they hated the songs and they hated the recordings and they just wanted to shelve it and move on. I mean, that's not true. I mean, there's just so much of the, you know, not just the January, but this whole surrounding story of the Get Back, Let It Be is completely, you know, it just needs some very, very careful re-evaluation and some serious history needs to be done, I think, and some investigation.
Love the end credits when you're seeing the song titles and you're getting more and more songs, you know, at the end of each part. Was that all done by you, or was that done by your staff? How did that all work out?
It was done well. I mean, Jabez Olsen, you know, my editor and I, we just picked everything that was in the movie. I mean, we were never given any edicts. Apple never told us, you know, use this take, use that take. Giles Martin was compiling the box set, you know, the remastered box set of Let It Be during this period, but we never, even though we were communicating with Giles all the time because he was helping us with the film. We're mixing some of the songs in the movie. We never compared notes. What are you going to put in the album? What are we going to have in the movie? Because, which I kind of think, I mean, some people might be frustrated at that, you know, that there's not really a soundtrack album for the film, but you've got the Get Back book, which John Harris edited from the same material that we were using, essentially from the Niagara tapes. But because I'm not a great expert on the Star Club tapes, if anyone wants to point me towards one or two tracks that you think would be the good ones to try, please let me know what you know what actual songs I could try, because I've got to pick one or two songs and we can just dig into it and experiment with.
Okay, we'll all send you tracks.
Yeah, we can make that happen. Peter, it's Tom again.
Just one of those. It's one of those fun little bits of information that I had no idea about. When you make an IMAX movie, IMAX has its own sound system. You know, there's Dolby Atmos, and there's I think THX, and there's various sound systems, and they're all individual and they're all different. But IMAX have their own one. I think it's some multi-channel sound. So you can't just go into a normal mixing theatre to mix an IMAX soundtrack. You have to go into a theatre that's especially set up for it. So we don't have one down here in New Zealand. So but there is one in the UK. So we got in touch with Giles Martin and we said, Giles, could you please supervise the mixing of the IMAX, you know, of the IMAX rooftop, because we had to have somebody with the right ear who would make sure that it sounded as it should. So obviously Giles is the perfect guy for that. And anyway, it was only when we were getting into it that I learnt whereabouts in the UK the only mixing theatre that can do IMAX is actually in Twickenham. So the rooftop concert in IMAX, which is in January the 30th, 2022. And we're back to Twickenham again, where they started on the 2nd of
right where it started.
Right. So it's like a full circular loop. Yep. It started in Twickenham and it sort of ended there as well.
To virtually go up to the Hudson Valley, New York State, to the director of Let It Be, Michael Lindsay-Hogg,
the director's session. Peter, how are you?
I'm very, very good. How are you?
I'm good too. What time is it you are?
Well, I was told that I was going to be doing this at 8:30 in the morning, but then we changed our clocks yesterday, which I don't think anyone knew about, and I lay in bed this morning thinking, now hang on, that would make it 7:30 in the morning my time. So fortunately I did the math in my head, and because otherwise I wouldn't be appearing for another half hour or so. So it was 7:30 when I began. I don't know what time it is now. We're probably into
those clocks can really upset your day. One of the things I was listening to you before they got me on here, and you said it was so loud in the street, the music. I in fact had wanted it to be louder because I wanted the music to hit Oxford Street, because I wanted to, no really, because I wanted to get I wanted there to be enough people to cause a riot if they'd been riot inclined. Because I really wanted it to be an event. George Martin, and maybe Glenn too, didn't want that amount of sound up on the roof because they were afraid they'd get howled back in the mics and things like that. So the sound was less than I wanted. So when I looked over the roof sometimes, I'd see a nice collection of people, but a slightly less fulsome crowd than I'd hoped for. And so by the way we cut it, we tried to make it a little fuller, and because we couldn't put any CGI people in because they didn't exist in those days.
I mean,
great question. If I was hiring myself for a job in those days, I'd have taken out an ad or maybe put it on a sandwich board, concept person. And I talked to Dennis about the idea of the amphitheater. Now, the director of photography on Let It Be, as he had been in the Rolling Stones Rock and Roll Circus, was Tony Richmond. Tony Richmond's first job was on Lawrence Arabia as focus puller's assistant, and he used to do the beer runs for the camera crew. So I figured I'd then say to Tony, here's what we're going to do. And since he started working on Lawrence of Arabia with David Lean, he would handle all the logistics.
Right.
Now, that may have been what you and I might call naive.
Man, that is absolutely incredible. The fantastic technology we've got today, that we get to see something as fantastic as that. You just got to see a little bit of snippet of satellite hookups with such great artists as we just saw then. Wow, did I enjoy that a whole lot of seeing that. Years ago, we wouldn't have had that technology to where we had the satellites hook up, and around the world of seeing that with Peter Jackson. Fantastic. Buddy, look at this. Alan C. is with us, and I just now gave Alan a gift. So we're going to show that too. Alan's got a book. Just for you, Alan. Yep.
Thank you very much.
Like I said, we have to have the book back to the library by Thursday. But
yeah,
you can get it.
All right, I'll try to get this.
And there's Joe. Joe Mayo's got it too.
Thanks a lot, Brad.
Yeah, you're quite welcome. You're quite welcome, definitely.
Man with a big heart.
Yeah, well, just for you. Yeah.
Now look at this face on George. That's some face right there. Look at that.
There you go. Yeah, but yeah, I wanted to give those to both of you. So I'm glad you.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy them. Enjoy them. You're quite welcome.
What a nice, thoughtful gift.
Or you could put in obscure bands and stuff like that.
What is the name of the company?
Redbubble. They ship it nice. They'll put it in a bag for you. And
Alan C. and Matthews.
Wow, that is nice.
They're doing business.
That's well done. That's well done.
There you go. That's a nice shirt. Nice shirt.
Did he ask you where you got that?
Well, yeah, Robert was when I brought it up to him. Robert was holding this for me. And he goes, "Where did you get that? I like that so much that he got up like this and he went like this and had his partner take a picture of him like this, holding it up."
That's nice.
I was surprised it was actually a Cyrkle too.
All right, Alan C. and Joe and Matthew Street, our friend, our favorite. That's right.
Good to see you, Brad.
I got a present for you.
Oh my God! What is this?
So sorry I didn't get the rabbit. Wasn't too sure if we were all
wow,
get
that's
together
beautiful. That is an awesome book. I do not have this. I love the cover
Hope
pictures.
You don't have it.
Absolutely not.
Good, because I got it at Joe's house. So, you know.
No, I don't have it either. This is beautiful. Oh my God.
Came from Joe, you know.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
That's
you're
awesome.
quite welcome.
And may I make a presentation to you while I'm accepting this beautiful book, Beatle Brad, if you will allow me. Okay. But that right celebrates John Lennon.
Oh my gosh.
With all the artists on Gem Records.
Wow.
Doing all of John's solo songs and Beatles songs.
Yeah.
On red vinyl.
Wow. Thank you, Matthew.
I hope you don't have it. But
No,
if-
seriously,
if
I
you
do not have it.
Share it with something.
Look at that. Isn't that great? Wow, Matthew. Thank you very much.
And
Matthew
a
Street.
lot of those songs were played on Sirius XM, the Beatles channel.
They were.
Chris Carter.
You're right. You're right. And no, I do not have this. So yeah, this will be great. Plus, like I said, colored vinyl.
Thank you so much for the book.
You're welcome. Wow, this is great. Fantastic. Thank you very
I
much.
got another cool thing today.
Oh, isn't this cute? Mini Mayo.
There we go.
It's the Mini Mayo.
You know it. They don't call me Mr. Mayo for nothing.
Thanks, Beatle Brad, for being here at the Fest for Beatles Fans 2022 here at the High Regency, Jersey City. It was an amazing weekend. The highlight of maybe of any convention we ever did was when Peter Jackson and Michael Lindsay-Hogg were zooming in together, and once they started talking and asking each other questions, it was pure magic. Peace and love.